Have you ever wondered what the single most critical moment in a battle looks like? For Navy SEALs operating in the most hostile environments on Earth, pinpointing that exact moment can be the difference between mission success and catastrophic failure. Today, we're diving deep into one such moment and event so pivotal that every SEAL involved knew, in their gut, that the tide had just turned. Imagine this, a dusty, labyrinthine city in the heart of enemy territory. It's pre-dawn, the air is thick with tension. A small SEAL team, let's call them Trident 4, has been tasked with capturing a high-value target, a notorious bomb maker responsible for countless attacks. The intel suggested he was holed up in a fortified 3-story compound surrounded by loyal fighters. A straightforward in-and-out mission on paper, but as any operator will tell you, the map is never the territory. From the moment their boots hit the ground, things went sideways. The quiet insertion was anything but. An unseen spotter on a nearby rooftop opened up with a machine gun, pinning them down in an exposed alleyway. The element of surprise was gone. Now it was a street fight. For nearly 2 hours, Trident 4 was caught in a brutal close-quarters firefight. They were outnumbered, taking fire from multiple directions, and the primary target was still secure inside his fortress. The team leader, a seasoned chief petty officer, knew they were losing momentum. Their ammunition was running low, communications were spotty, and the enemy was closing in. Emboldened by their initial success, the mission was on the brink of collapse. The turning point hadn't happened yet. In fact, it felt like they were sliding toward disaster. The air crackled with desperate radio calls and the constant, deafening roar of gunfire. This was the crucible. Then it happened. Not with a massive explosion or a heroic movie-style charge, but with a single, calculated decision that 2 junior SEALs, armed with breaching charges and sheer audacity, identified a structural weakness in the compound's rear wall section obscured from the main fight, while the rest of the team laid down a furious volley of suppressing fire, creating a wall of lead that forced the enemy to keep their heads down. These 2 operators sprinted across an open courtyard. The world seemed to slow down. For those few seconds, everything hung in the balance. They placed the charges, took cover, and with a deafening blast, a new entry point was created. That explosion was the turning point. It wasn't just a hole in a wall. It was a shift in the entire dynamic of the battle. It bypassed the enemy's prepared defenses and introduced chaos into their command structure. The insurgents, who thought they had the SEALs perfectly trapped, were now flanked. Their coordinated defense shattered. Through that new breach, the SEALs poured in. The firefight moved from the streets to the cramped, dark rooms of the compound. The enemy, disoriented and caught off guard, couldn't mount an effective resistance. Within minutes, the bomb maker was apprehended and the remaining fighters were neutralized. As the sun began to rise, casting long shadows across the now silent courtyard, every member of Trident foreknew it. They felt it. The moment that rear wall came down was when they went from being the hunted to the hunters. That single, decisive action, born from training, instinct, and incredible bravery, wasn't just about blowing a hole in a wall. It was about changing the narrative of the fight. It's a powerful lesson in warfare. Sometimes the most significant turning points aren't the loudest moments, but the smartest ones. Thank you for watching. If you found this story as incredible as I did, make sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into these pivotal moments.